Hey guys, so last night I posted on my personal profile a picture of a section of a newspaper that a member had sent me asking for my thoughts on, uh, where it mentioned that the government apparently considering paying people to exercise. This has been something that's been going on off and on for many years. I first heard about the concept probably 20 years ago, and I don't necessarily know if it's ever been off the table, a consideration that it might be beneficial to pay people to exercise. And I should imagine it's back somewhat at the forefront now because obviously of COVID and the challenges to the NHS and potential savings that could be made by getting people to exercise, and therefore, on average, for COVID and other reasons, being less likely to require NHS-based treatment further down the line. And as with anything, I try not to I not even try to create an opinion. I try to go based on facts and research, because I know the human brain too readily cherry picks kind of what it thinks might back up its thoughts. It is easily influenced by emotion, whereas data and research and studies aren't perfect, but they're more likely to give a reliable result than just our own thoughts. So what does the research show? The research shows it doesn't work. The research on people where they have been paid to exercise has shown an initial increase in the amount of exercise done, followed by a reduction fairly quickly back down to pre-payment levels, where essentially they're either not exercising and therefore not getting paid, or they may be exercising moderately more, but not really enough to make enough of a difference in the grand scheme of things. And that kind of makes sense when you think about it, because when we start to get paid for something, we perceive it in a very different way. There's research that shows that people in voluntary roles who are doing something because they genuinely care about it and want to do it, it's something they believe in, have lower levels of absence through sickness than those in the exact same role paid, particularly when it's people who've actually made that transition, who were previously in a voluntary role, the role becomes paid, they're more likely to take time off sick because there's a change in their head from the way they see it. It's anytime we have to be paid to do something, it suggests it's something that to some degree we don't want to do. You know, we might gain satisfaction from our work in some ways, but if we weren't getting paid for it, would we carry on doing it at least to anywhere near the same extent we do now? I wouldn't imagine so. Ultimately, to do something on a regular basis, unless the payment is a level where actually that's our full-time job, we have to want to do it. And paying people to exercise takes people who already don't want to exercise and makes them not want to exercise even more because of that change in conversation in their head. So perhaps if you're not exercising or not exercising enough to get where you want to get to, the answer doesn't lie in potentially being paid, which I'm sure you know anyway. The answer lies in the challenging of that mindset, of those thought processes, a change in the way we perceive it. Because fundamentally, no one wants to exercise. If there were no benefits attached to it, I would not exercise, definitely not. I make it enjoyable to a degree, so I'm happy to do it and tolerate it, but I don't do it for the enjoyment. I do it purely for the benefits, or at least 90% for the benefits. There are things I do purely for the enjoyment that don't have any long-term benefits. Exercise isn't one of them. A different conversation we can have in our head is not, do I want to exercise? Because the answer will always be no, but do I want the benefits of exercise? Do I want to feel better? Do I want more energy? Do I want to be in a better mood? Do I want to positively impact my mental health? Do I want to, all else being equal, increase the probability of living longer and having less of a lot of different ailments and conditions? The answer to those questions might be yes. And if the answer is yes, how can I do that? I can exercise. In my head for many years now, the conversation has not been, do I want to do a workout today? Because I know I won't. It's, do I want to feel better today? Do I want more energy? Do I want to be a better dad? Do I want to be able to do the things I want to do today better? Yes. How do I do that? I exercise.